Alright, here I have the Rogue GHD and the EliteFTS GHD, probably the two most popular companies in the world. We got EliteFTS and Rogue. Now, let's start with the EliteFTS GHD. First of all, it has the hooks, which I think is better than the band pegs because it's harder to slip off these hooks than just regular band pegs. It's a locking mechanism. Here's the pin lock, and here's the tightening screws, one on each side. It's easy, you can tighten both at the same time. You just put your hands around on each side. You can tighten them both at the exact same time. Also, your foot holder, it's adjustable. This is the tightening knob, and this is the pin lock. Foot plate's longer, but it's not actually wider. Now, one thing I did notice when putting this together, which I thought was really cheap, these screws back here under the GHD that connect to the padding piece of wood, they're actually screws. They're not bolts. There's not a T-nut in here. There's not a T-nut in between the wood and the steel that allows you to put a bolt through it and tighten the nut. It's just you're screwing it onto wood basically, which over time, if the wood's wet, if you buy this equipment and use it and it was sitting outside, it's just gonna shake, it's gonna get loose, and you're gonna have to, figure out something to keep it tight, which I think that's kind of cheap. And another thing is the EliteFTS pad is much more solid, which is a good thing. It's gonna help you do GHRs. Okay, now for the Rogue one. Rogue has wheels, that's good. This pad's not as long, as you can tell. Its foot holders, these pieces right here, are actually made of better material. They're more solid. They don't get as dirty. They're easier to clean. Unlike that you have to throw it in the washer or whatever. These you just, spray some whatever on it, some antibacterial spray on it, clean them right off. Now the Rogue actually has a split pad, which is good for glute ham raises, but for other things such as ab work where your back is going to be on the pad, that's not going to feel as comfortable. And the padding's actually softer, so I think that padding's more effective as far as doing a glute ham raise. And last but not least, it's obviously wider. The Rogue GHD is wider, which is good, but takes up some extra space. Anyways, last but not least, I get a lot of complaints of, on the Rogue side, of this being difficult to slide. It actually is. Another difference I saw between this one and that one is that one in here, it actually has, I don't know if you guys can see it, actually has a hard plastic divider, like a hard plastic spacer on each side, makes it easier to slide. This one doesn't, as far as I know. I got it used, so it might come with the new ones, but on this one, didn't come, and it's just harder to move. This is 2x3. That over there is 2x2. This one's it's just harder to slide. This wasn't, the welds look a little off, whatever. That is it's just a standard making it like that, nice and clean. Tightening knob on the bottom and the side, and lock pin over here. Now that's basically it. It's pretty much up to your preference. I'm gonna keep the EliteFTS one because it matches my reverse hyper, but yeah, it just comes down to preference, to be honest. And that's my review on both of them. I don't even know which one I would choose, to be honest. I'm keeping the EliteFTS one just because I'm crazy about gym equipment. I like my stuff to match, but these are a lot nicer than those, and this is more solid. It has wheels, but this is EliteFTS. And that's adjustable, foot plate's bigger. This has more stuff in the end of the day, if you really look into it. So I would choose the EliteFTS personally. And that's my review.